my thing on the whole VYBZ Cartel situation, which is one of the things I want to go into. VYBZ Cartel played into his own demonization. Before they can destroy you, they have to demonize you. And they have to have you believing in demons and the evil, you know, all this Illuminati stuff, and they have to. As you said, that a very important point you made is that who's coming in after VYBZ Cartel as an entertainer to take his place? Alkaline. And you see Alkaline has already started off with the demonization of himself by tattooing his eyeballs black. Now the black man is already demonized enough. We don't need him to do anything extra in order to add to our demonization. But VYBZ Cartel capitalized and played into his own demonization, which ultimately worked against him, as we can see in the verdict that was handed down to him. This man had been demonized. He lightened himself up. He bleached himself like Sammy Sosa and Michael Jackson and the likes. But that did not give him a better privilege in society. That actually worked against him in Jamaica because, you know, contrary to popular belief, the Jamaicans generally are against bleaching. You know, there's a lot of black pride and black love that's in Jamaica. So him bleaching himself was really a disrespect to the type of love that Jamaicans really have for their skin tone and their melanin, from what I see. Now, somebody might argue with me and say, well, because they are bleaching over there, that maybe I might be wrong. But I see a lot of love, self-love in Jamaica. And I feel that what he did was offensive to those people by bleaching his skin. Back in the day, I remember when all Jamaican music, a lot of the dance hall music, that most of it was conscious. We've seen it evolve a little bit where now there's less conscious. There's less big up in Selassie I. There's less, you know, love of the people in the music. It has become more gangsterous, more gangster music, and we can see that with VYBZ Cartel, which I think was a very talented artist, an irreplaceable artist. But he was sacrificed. I would say that he is, for lack of a better word, an Illuminati sacrifice. They used VYBZ Cartel in order to build up their massive occult energy. They was doing an occult ritual on the collective consciousness of the masses of our people. And they're using these rappers and these musicians in order to put these symbols out to build this momentum, because it's bringing more money in. It's ushering in more money by them playing this demonic spirit that they pushing forward. It's a money-making spirit. So VYBZ Cartel played against it. I mean, he played along with it. And he thought that he would, I guess, be sovereign or raise above the consequences that was coming his way. But as we can see, that didn't work. So he played into his own demonization. And now the masses of people feel justified in seeing this man locked up. It also speaks towards the black-on-black crime and us shooting down each other and how we glorify that. Because a lot of his songs were very gangster, and in those songs we glorify shooting each other down. What makes us tough is not how we deal with our enemies, how we deal with the oppressors or the colonizers. What makes us tough is how we're able to shoot each other down, beat each other up, and punk each other down and war with one another. And that's a lot that was promoted in his music. And he built this image of himself where we would find it hard to believe that he did not kill Clyde Lizard, because he had already created this image of himself, that he was murderous and treacherous and just didn't give a goddamn. This was VYBZ Cartel's image. And then he went and added the demonic energy to it, playing with the Illuminati and Masonic symbols and symbolism, which made it even harder for himself. That's a message to these rappers, black rappers, even in America. When you're playing with this Illuminati shit, you're actually playing with fire. That's a fact. You are literally playing with fire. You are allowing yourself to be demonized. Now all of our musicians have become sacrifices, because while they're making money, eating good, and getting rich, they are becoming the representations of the epitome of evil. So they set themselves up to be easily attacked, destroyed and brought down by the media, by those in power that want to replace them, that want to substitute them. It's a money-making thing. So let's take note of that. VYBZ Cartel played into his own demonization for wherever he can get. And that's like selling your soul to Satan, literally. Like, if this demonic thing is going to make me money, I'm going to push it as far as I can in order to for what I can get out of it now. But then once he sees the ultimate repercussions of it, he tries to return back to the conscious VYBZ Cartel that we saw before the bleaching, before he got off into the mega gangster image. We saw a slight return of VYBZ Cartel back to that old conscious person that sang the poor man's tune, that black conscious brother that he was. We saw him kind of return back to that. Now we see him writing books and trying to get back into that consciousness. We see sketches of him looking like Malcolm X and him being compared to Nelson Mandela. Why wasn't he singing about that? Why did he play into the demonization of himself through bleaching himself and trying to make himself look as evil and as sadistic as possible? But then when he sees the real evil, which is the institutions and the system, the colonial system in Jamaica, even though it's ran by black people, Negropeans, when he saw the brute force of the colonial system, the real demon, then he woke up. It was a wake-up call. But it was too late. It was too late. Let that be a message to all of our rappers. Stop playing into the demonization of yourself. The black man is already hated. The black man is already demonized and presented before the world as evil. Whether it's a black man in Jamaica, the black man in Haiti, the black man in Nigeria, South Africa, the black man in the United Snakes of America, he's already promoted evil. You don't need an Illuminati to be more evil, to be presented more evil before the world. So we do no justice when we allow the white man to demonize us for his dollars, for his money. We know beneath the skin bleaching, the demonic projection of VYBZ Cartel, we know beneath that is a good brother. It's a very compassionate and caring black man that ended up in a very unusual predicament and situation due to the colonial social engineering of white supremacy. We know that beneath all that tough layer, that there's a victimized black man that has been attacked and struck down by the negative and evil forces of white supremacy. We know that. We're clear on what has happened and what is going on over there in Jamaica with our brother VYBZ Cartel. We're clear. But he allowed this to transpire. We must stop allowing our leaders to be demonized and playing into the demonization of themselves. Our entertainers, our musicians, all of them. It has to cease. Because the white man is making money off of that. Now he's making money off the demonization of us. And in the end, we don't get the money. We suffer in the end. They told VYBZ Cartel that if he's lucky, he'll get put into a prison with a recording studio in there where all his proceeds and money, he won't see one penny of it. He'll be in there singing for free for the next 35 years. They demonized him, defamed him, like they did all our black leaders, Gay Edgar Hoover and the FBI. They demonized him. And after defaming him and demonizing him, by utilizing him to do it, then they came in for the ultimate strike and took him down. That's a fact. Our tune, our music must return back to that love and unity, to that original tune of unity that we heard coming from Jamaica. The tunes of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the tunes of Peter Tosh and Bob Marley. We must return back to that revolutionary conscious spirit of black love and black unity, because we are at war right now. And they don't even care about the money anymore. They want to bring down the black man. We see this with VYBZ Cartel. They don't even, the white man is not even interested in money, because VYBZ Cartel was a ticket, a meal ticket. He was an international superstar in Jamaica. He would bring commerce and economy to Jamaica. They have literally destroyed and removed a significant part of the dancehall era. An empire. They have stripped it. A whole generation of the progressive movement of dancehall has been removed with VYBZ Cartel. No one can deny this. He was the most talented. Yes, we did not agree with him bleaching his skin and the materialism that was presented by him. No, we didn't agree with this demonic energy that he put forth, bleaching and making himself lighty-whitey. No, we didn't agree with that. But even in our disagreements with that, we cannot deny the talent of that man and his remarkable ability to put those tunes together to move the people. None of us can deny that. None of us. And they have stripped that. They didn't care about the money he can make, the commerce he can make, the opportunities that he can open up for his fellow Jamaican brothers. They could give a goddamn. They had to show, we will bring this nigga down. That's a fact. And your boy Alkaline can't wait to get in there. Can't wait to get in that position. But you tell me, what do you think his future is going to be? You think it's going to be different from him? And I see other artists smiling now and having a good time. I'm so happy. Beanie Man and some of these other artists. What do you think their destiny is? Because they force you to play to the Illuminati's tune by demonizing yourself. And then once you demonize yourself to the top, then they effortlessly bring you down. It's vampirism. Steal your soul. Make you willingly give your soul on record. And then once you give up your soul, they tear you down before the masses of your people. I say we need to free VYBZ Cartel. He needs to be liberated. He has to be freed. I think he learned his lesson about white supremacy, and I think he learned his lesson in the hatred and violence that we have against one another. I think he learned. If he never could see it, I think he see it now. I think our focus needs to be on the freedom and liberation of VYBZ Cartel, because it is an attack, not just on reggae, not just on dancehall, but the freedom and the liberation of the black man in the Caribbean islands and the black man wherever you can find him. It is an attack on the freedom and liberation and liberty by the colonial powers, institutions, forces, and regimes of white supremacy. Free VYBZ Cartel.